have a special guest, JR Cool, project coordinator for NAAPIMHA.
NAPIMHA.
It's
a very long acronym.
Yes.
What is NAPIMHA?
So, tell the truth, it took me like 3 years to figure out how to pronounce the whole name. And I've been working there for like 3.5 years. So, what NAPIMHA stands for is National Asian American Pacific Islander Mental Health Association.
Wow.
Whoa, you lost me at national.
Yeah. Yes, and like just imagine trying to introduce yourself at a conference. Like, where do you work at? I'm like, blah 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 blah.
So were you speaking another language right now?
Exactly. So yeah.
Okay, so what is NAPIMHA? Like, what does your organization stand for as far as your goals and objectives?
So our mission is so first of all, we are a non-profit organization that we do mental health advocacy, and our mission is to promote the wellness, the mental health wellness of Asian American Pacific Islander population or communities within the United States. So,
and what are some of the projects that NAPIMHA has worked on as far as here in the United States?
So we have, like, we always are busy, of course, like working different projects. There's one that I want to share with you guys. It's called "The Laughter is the Best Medicine," which it is a mental health awareness campaign that we are doing right now.
Interesting. So you said like the medicine for laughing, or like laughing is the best.
Laughter is the best.
Laughter is the best medicine. So like, what kind of activities do you guys do that revolve around?
So the first pilot project we did was back in 2010 in Washington, D.C. So the idea comes from that. When people talking about mental health, it's always boring, dry stuff. Okay, on the policy level, when we talk with agencies or government about mental health, it's always the law, the policy, dry black and white paper, like political correctness, and like, and then when the people in the community, they don't want to talk about it, or when they start talking about it, there's so many stereotypes, there's so many negative things behind mental health.
Yeah, and then it just becomes kind of like an unwanted topic.
Yeah, exactly.
That
I know.
stigma.
Yes, that stigma, exactly. So the idea of laughter is the best medicine is that, okay, let's talk about mental health and let's make it fun. And so the idea is that, again, like laughter, when we all love to laugh.
Oh,
and when yeah, exactly. And when we laugh, we feel better. So we decided to have a comic show in Washington, D.C. So it consists of 3 comedians doing their routine. And within their routine, we would pitch or let the audience know a fact or facts about mental health. Such as, like, and the study showed that people with mental health illness die 25 years younger than the so-called normal people. And it's such a tragedy. But the way that we try to package this message is through laughters. So just imagine in Washington, D.C., we had this huge auditorium, 350 people show up. And we had a couple good comedians came down from New York. And they were nailing the jokes, and the people were laughing, and we also invited audience to participate, and we do have mental health consumers in the audience, and before the show we trained them, we taught them how to tell jokes.
Right.
So we have other fun activities for them to come to the stage and to share a joke, whether people will laugh or not.
Like it's kind of like interactive, it's like
exactly,
to
exactly. And then for these and these are just regular people that's struggling, and then we encourage them. We show their faces on the stage that they just look like me and you.
Right, normal.
They are normal people. Yes, they are struggling. Yes, they they have issues, but those issues are manageable. And the society, yes, we should support them. So and so this event, in a way that I'm very proud of it. Like I'm the one literally that put together all the logistics. I'm not trying to be cocky here, but I single-handed put it together, went successfully. And this year we're gonna do it in San Francisco in November.
And so let me ask you, how is it that your organization, through this, laughter is the best medicine, what are like some creative ways that you guys interact with those mental health consumers? Because I know that you say you have like an audio stage, but like when it comes to like one-on-one, like how do you deal with your consumers as far as advocating?
Yes, so we try to, again, like we try to engage them with a very non-traditional way. And a lot of these mental health consumers, they got burned by physicians, by what we call the healthcare system, meaning that they get that stigma, they get mistreated, meaning that because they just, people just say that you're crazy, therefore listen to me. And then despite they say, oh, these medications are not working for me, but the doctors or physician will say, oh, yeah, but you are crazy, just listen to, and it just kind of put them down. Yeah. So a lot of time what we try to do is we listen to them, and to the point that, and some they are very reserved. So there's one thing that my boss did, really interesting. So in a meeting, we all pass out blank paper, and we ask them to draw. So the first 10 minutes, just draw, just doodle, do whatever you want. And then we ask them, draw your experience.
Wow. That's very, interesting just to see how a mental health patient or consumer would be able to, draw on some, with their diagnosis and everything.
Yes. Yeah, it seems like that's like an easier way for them to express themselves.
Exactly,
right.
Yes.
Yeah, so, concluding our interview, I'd like to thank you so much, for joining
thank you
the
very
Compass
much.
Effect.
It's a great experience talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my pleasure.
And that concludes the episode of the Compass Effect. So see you next week and stay creative.